Hey everybody, it's Dan again from the FMV archive, and today we're going to give you a review of Simulacra. Simulacra? I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but the 2017 release game that you can find almost anywhere. It's on mobile, iOS, Android. It is on the PS4, it's on the PS5, it's on the Nintendo Switch, it's on Xbox. If you have a gaming system, you can find this game and play it. If you've read other reviews on this, you'll find that the ones that played it on a console have a much lower review than the ones that played it on a handheld. And I'm going to tell you why, because this is a game where you play a handheld device. You find a lost cell phone and you start getting weird messages on it, and one of them is that a woman is in distress. She is missing, she needs help. You have her cell phone of this missing woman. You start getting texts and calls from her friends, you start answering them, you start getting clues onto what happened to this person. You get more invested into it the more people you talk to. So if you play this on a console, a lot gets lost in the translation. If you play it on a handheld, on your mobile phone, with headphones too. The game tells you to play with headphones. I will say that adds a lot to the experience as well. That's how I played it. This isn't a very long game. It's one that you can probably play on an airplane trip. It is a horror puzzle simulation game, pretty much. So the story is you find this cell phone on your doorstep and you start looking at clues. Sure, we've seen it before, but have we seen it with a ridiculously long text-driven ending where you're talking to maybe a demon, maybe AI, maybe both? No, of course we have not, but that is the tale of Simulacra. So we're going to go through our 10 grade rating scale and find out where this stacks up with other FMV games. Look at the graphics. We're going to give this one a 9 overall. Why? Because it looks like you're doing this on an actual cell phone. The setup they have, the display, looks and feels like a cell phone. There are apps on it. You get calls on it. You send texts on it. It looks and feels like a cell phone. And if you're playing it on your cell phone, I'll tell you what, it is much better than the console experience. Gameplay. The pluses are that there are a lot of puzzles on this, and they are moderately challenging. The minuses on it are some of the puzzles are boring as hell. There is one where you literally just put words in a sentence in order. That's it. There's a word jumble, and you just need to figure out what order they go into me. That's not a puzzle. That's just kind of annoying to me. I did not find that one fun at all. Really like that. So some of it was really intuitive. Some of it was just kind of fell flat. So the gameplay overall, you're going back and forth in apps. Sometimes you get stuck too, and it's not very helpful telling you where you need to go. I was looking for a phone number on this thing for like ever. I felt like I wasted 20 minutes doing that. So I wish they would have things when you got stuck that maybe helped you get a little bit through it. At least where to look at, I think, would have been helpful. So gameplay overall, it is a 5. The story gets pretty intriguing right off the bat. You have this lost cell phone. There's a girl that is giving you these messages that she needs help, and you really don't know where the hell to turn, who to turn to, who to trust, because even the friends that you were talking to that are on her phone, you don't know who the hell they are. They could be the ones that took her for all that we know. So there's a lot of that red herring type of stuff going on. What is really going on? I really enjoyed it. It captivated you at a couple times, but at other times it just became painfully slow and tedious. It really dragged on in the second act. The ending seemed to drag on forever, where you're just having this chat with a AI, Simulacra, whatever the hell, and you just kind of want it to end. It is going on forever. There are no puzzles. There are no anything. There's no... It is just repetitive text that becomes very annoying very quickly. So while the tension and stakes are super high at the beginning, they tend to fade as the game goes on, and you kind of lose interest in this one. That's why I'm really happy that it was only about 2.5, 3 hours to complete. I felt if it went any longer, it would have really felt like it dragged on. So for the story, it is good, but could be a little bit tighter, could be a little bit cleaner. We're gonna give you a 6 overall for the story. Up next, number 4, dialogue. It is, in a word, banal. It is just very dry. There's nothing very exciting to it. I don't want to get that much into detail about, but it just seems to drag. The conversations that you had with the AI chat, whatever the hell, just went way, way, way too long. 3 overall for dialogue. Number 5, consequences of your decisions. The decisions you make actually have impact on the game. Yeah, they do. There's a whole sexual harassment side story that you can either take one of 2 different ways that I actually liked how they did that. There's a couple of different endings. I like that. The endings kind of felt like A-B choices, though. Like, I really didn't know what decisions I made previously in the game impacted my ending and who survived or who didn't survive. I would have liked a little bit more of a explanation of that, or a little bit more sense making, some sort of tree to help me figure that out, but it really wasn't there. But there are consequences to your decisions, which is important. Whole lot of variables in this one. We're going to give you a 6 overall for consequences. Number 6, the acting. This is probably where you'll see the most dislike, I don't want to use the word hate, online in the reviews on this. The acting I don't think is terrible, but it's definitely not that very good either. It's a 3 overall for acting. Could have been a lot better. The voice work could have been a lot better. The boyfriend is not great in the voice acting department on this. Kind of only has one zone, one speed. Could have been better. Number 7, direction. Could have been a lot better here too. The pace is either way too fast or way too slow depending on what point in the game you are. There's no I'm stuck fail safe. There's no calling somebody to get a tip on where to look for something. In the tension, like I said, fades. It's right off the bat, missing girl, I've got her phone, I need to find her, and then it just kind of wears thin. If there was a clock on this game with a countdown, you've got 3 hours to find this girl or she's going to die, I think that would have made it a lot better. And while it does recommend that you should be playing with headphones on, I wish they would have only let you play with headphones on because it makes the game so much better with the sound design. Overall, with the direction, could have been better. We'll give you a 5. The music, it's got that digital synth type of thing, and since it's kind of a technology game, it kind of pairs perfectly for this one. So overall for the music, we're going to give you a 7 for this one. I think it's actually pretty darn good. Number 9, inventiveness. Is there something on this game that makes it completely unique from anything else that I've experienced with FMV games? Yeah, it is pretty darn inventive. Playing a cell phone game on your cell phone. It's like an Inception with your cell phone. You're playing a cell phone within your own cell phone. And then you've got another cell phone in that. Now you don't go through a third cell phone, but it is really interesting. I liked how it played. I liked how the layout, and I'm sure there are other games like this, but I have not seen very many of them. So 8 for inventiveness. Number 10, our most important category. Is this game fun? It's pretty fun. You're going to find differing opinions on this. Your mileage may vary. I enjoyed the 3 hours that I spent with this game. I thought it was fun. I did some things that I'd never seen before in a game. If it was longer, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. Actually, if it was shorter, I think I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. Puzzles are challenging enough. Wish there was a little bit more variance in those. Wish there was a little bit more clue finding, which was a little bit more exciting than just maybe hunting down a word here or there. Like the red herrings in it, there's just kind of at the end, it's a Wikipedia dump of information, which is just kind of boring, and you're just kind of like, I kind of want to see what happens to these characters. I don't care about this AI generative stuff. I want to get to the end, and it takes a while to get there once you get to that third act, which should be the fastest paced act of the game, and I think it wears a little on you. But overall, good game. Give it a 6. So our total score for this one, a 63 overall. It's not the best game we played, by far not the worst game in it, and it's quick enough that I think everybody should give it a try. If you find it and it's on sale on Steam or something like that, and if it's, $2-3, well worth it. Over $20, probably wouldn't spend it on this one. But I may be in the minority on this one. There is 2 other sequels to this game, so a lot of people have bought it and a lot of people have played it. The final verdict. Is Simulacra a game that you should be playing? You know what? Give it a shot. If you're going on a trip, plane ride, long train ride, car ride, you'll be able to wrap it up in that time and you'll enjoy the experience. You're not going to hate it. It's not a bad game by any means. It's just not the best game ever. Not every game needs to be the best game ever. It just needs to be fun. And this game is fun. Most times you can find it on sale for cheaper than a Starbucks coffee, so skip the coffee, grab this instead. Play some FMV games and support indie developers that make these things. The more of these games that you support, the more that they're going to come out with. That's it from the FMV archive, Simulacra. Check it out. Otherwise, like and subscribe to this video and subscribe to our channel. We have a whole bunch of FMV content here, a bunch of walkthroughs for games, a bunch of full playthroughs, and we also do movie cuts of games. Yes, you want to see the X-Files game in movie form? We have that here. Thank you. Have a good day.